Yes, indeed. Welcome to the Wednesday edition of Off the Wire. I am your host, Noel Olin, aka the Cajun Libertarian. I hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday, and we have quite the show for you today. So, before we get started, please like, share, and subscribe. Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Please share the show with your friends. Hit the notifications bell so that every time I go live, you'll know about it. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you to @_infinite zeal. That's @_infinite zeal for sponsoring the show. You, sir, are absolutely fire. Thank you, my friend. You are the best. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't already know, breaking news PSA. Here's your announcement. We are now in a full-blown banana republic, and I'm going to prove it. What's happening is nightmarishly evil and horrific. And let's talk about it. But before we do, I want you to hear the quote unquote leader of the free world, your president of the United States of America, trying to spill words from his face hole. Here we go.
Now, even as we evolve our institutions and drive creative new partnerships, let me be clear. Certain principles of our international system are sacrosanct.
What? This is beyond parody at this point. What a joke. I want to laugh, but you can't even laugh. This is so freaking pathetic and pitiful and embarrassing. Send this man home. He is not fit for office, clearly. And millions are going to go vote for this clown. It's incredible. On top of that, look what he's doing. Look what this DOJ is doing. Let's start here. I'll say this. Our justice system isn't broken. You may seem like it's broken, but it's not. It's actually functioning exactly as planned. We're in full-blown banana republic mode now. The three guys in Michigan, yeah, they've been acquitted. And they buried that story on Friday. The Gretchen Whitmer case, that plot, remember where they, quote-unquote, tried to kidnap the governor, but it was just entrapment? It was like double-digit FBI agents and informants and crap. Remember that? Yeah, didn't hear about it? Yeah, because they buried it. It dropped on Friday, where news goes to die. It's incredible. It's incredible. Now you should arrest every single federal employee that was involved. Every single one of them. Because this is beyond evil. This is abhorrent on every level. It was literal entrapment. And they still tried to arrest those guys. Some like drug addict, alcoholic basement dwellers. It's incredible. In other news, the DOJ has finally charged Ray Epps. Yeah, the guy that was telling everybody to go into the Capitol on 1-6. Charged him with a misdemeanor. While other people are getting multiple decades for breaking a window or shaking a fence, not even being there. But Ray Epps, the guy caught on camera and with his phone text saying he orchestrated this, telling the people to go into the Capitol. Misdemeanor. Now, here's how corrupt, we obviously have established at this point very well how corrupt the Department of Justice is. And the FBI is just a rogue terrorist group at this point. I don't know what else you're going to call them. It's unbelievable. But let's look at how awful your media is presenting this case. I don't know who said it, but there's a great quote. It says, however much you think you hate the media, it's not enough. Here's from the Associated Press on September 9th. Listen to this language. Our media is completely corrupt. Not new news, but still. Here we go. Ray Epps, a former Marine who became the target of a Jan 6, 2021 conspiracy theory, has been charged with a misdemeanor offense in connection with the U.S. Capitol riot and is expected to plead guilty, according to court papers filed Tuesday. Epps, who claimed in a lawsuit filed this year that Fox News Channel made him a scapegoat for the Capitol riot. Dude, you were caught on camera telling everybody to go in. You even prefaced it saying, I'm probably going to get arrested for this. You said that. This is amazing. He's been charged with disorderly and disruptive conduct on restricted grounds. Out of control. Out of control. A completely corrupt justice system. Again, it's not malfunctioning. It's functioning exactly how they want it to, corruptly. Full-blown banana republic. Let's keep going. Epps, a one-time supporter of President Donald Trump, who has said he went to Washington to protest the 2020 election Trump lost to Joe Biden, was falsely accused by Fox of being a government agent who was whipping up trouble that would be blamed on Trump supporters, his lawsuit claims. FBI Director Christopher Wray, in an appearance before the House Judiciary Committee in July, denied having any knowledge of Epps being a quote-unquote secret government agent. Quote from the director of your FBI. I will say this notion that somehow the violence at the Capitol on January 6th was part of some operation orchestrated by FBI sources and agents is ludicrous, Wray told lawmakers. Well, that's a weird thing to say, Wray. A very weird thing to say there, buddy. Also, you didn't deny it. Does it sound ludicrous? Of course. That doesn't make it wrong. Incredible. Doesn't deny it. This is the kind of places where you have to focus very much on how they're using language. I will say it again. Quote, I will say this notion that somehow the violence on the Capitol on 1/6 was part of some operation orchestrated by FBI sources and agents is ludicrous, Wray told lawmakers. But you didn't say it was wrong. Amazing. NBC, September 19th. Wray Epps, subject of Tucker Carlson's January 6th conspiracy theories, charged by the Department of Justice. Wray Epps, a 1/6 participant whose removal from the FBI's Capitol Violence webpage sparked conspiracy theories that he was a federal informant, was charged in connection with the Capitol attack on Tuesday. Epps is charged with one misdemeanor count, disorderly or disruptive conduct on restricted grounds. He was charged by information suggesting that he plans to enter a plea deal. Not long after he was charged, a virtual plea agreement hearing was set for Wednesday, September 20th, before Chief Judge James Boasberg, or however you say that, Boasberg. Epps is not charged with entering the Capitol. He is only known to have been on the grounds on 1/6. Only known to have been on the grounds. And only caught on camera telling them to go in. Incredible. ABC, 9/19. Former Oath Keeper Wray Epps, a target of January 6th conspiracy theories, charged by DOJ. National Review, September 19th. Wray Epps faces misdemeanor charge after becoming focus of January 6th conspiracy theories. It's not a conspiracy theory. Red-handed. And it's article after article after article. Every one of them. 1/6 conspiracy theory. 1/6 conspiracy theory. It's completely gone. There is no reforming this. It needs to be shut down and defunded now. Obviously, talking about our intelligence agencies and these quote unquote federal police. It's incredible. It's completely out of control. You can't reform it. Republicans, you hold the House. You cry about this a lot. Defund it. You have all the money. You hold the purse strings. Stop running your mouth and defund it. Yank all of the money away from them and fire everybody. Which brings me to this. 1/6 defendant who got 22 years in prison drops bombshell. Biden Department of Justice told him to lie to frame Donald Trump. The politics brief from September 9th. The Proud Boys leader Enrique Tarrio, who was recently sentenced to 22 years in prison for his participation in the Capitol riots, has come forward with bombshell accusations that the Department of Justice told him to falsely tie Donald Trump to the events of 1/6 in exchange for a plea deal. Quote, they asked me to lie about President Trump in order to indict him, Enrico Tarrio said. I told them to pound sand. And because I refused to lie about President Trump, it cost me 22 years of my life. The truth is, I could have been home, said Tarrio. I could have been home a long time ago. I could have been in my warm bed right now, laughing at the world without a problem. And all I had to do in order to do that was lie about Trump. All I had to do was confirm a lie. Here's what the lie is. He added that the prosecutors of the Department of Justice attempted to coerce him into signing a false statement that would implicate, here we go, here it is, Trump by swearing that, quote, through several degrees of separation and connections, Tarrio had communicated with Trump regarding plans for January 6th. Buckle up. It's a full-blown banana republic now. And anybody arguing otherwise is just a smooth-brained cultist, or they're just propagandists. Everybody can look at this and see it for what it is. I don't care what your thoughts are about Trump. This is beyond corrupt, and it will be the death of us. Go read the Declaration of Independence. When you get past the first page, almost the rest of it is Thomas Jefferson talking about the abuses and usurpations by the judicial system. That's why we seceded. That's why it was a national divorce, because of a corrupt justice system. Go read it. Don't take my word for it. Excuse me. You can get copies of it for free all over the place. I've got multiple copies of the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution for free. Go read it. It's abuses by the justice system. That is the main bulk of why we left. Now, I'm not advocating for that here. I still think that there's a lot of power in some of the places that we have power, right? Like mass noncompliance. They can't do anything about it. So don't comply. They can't make you do it. That's a huge tool. And then obviously we still can put pressure on these people to defund this stuff. They just have to have the spine to do it. So one or two things has to happen, or both. Number one, we need to put severe pressure through emails, through phone calls, whatever, on your senators, on your representatives, or quote unquote representatives. I don't know about you, but I don't feel represented right now. But they're taxed to death, that's for sure. But nobody in that criminal cesspool of D.C. outside of Rand Paul and Thomas Massie, maybe a couple of others, are doing anything to represent me. Do you feel represented? I don't. So we can get them out, but what are you replacing it with? I don't know, man. I don't have the answers. I don't know what to do with this. All I can tell you is here's the information. Now go to people that have more experience with this kind of stuff, and let's see what we can do outside of preparing yourself. That, and like I told you on Monday, that is a very real necessity right now. You need backup food. You need backup water. You need backup medical supplies. You need all of these things, ammunition, everything that has intrinsic value. Because even if it's just a natural disaster or man-made or otherwise, if the power goes out, don't be caught with your pants down. Metaphorically speaking, of course. But I don't know what we do with this. I really don't. That's the only thing I can think of is the old ways. That how has that worked out so far? Call your representatives. I don't know what else to tell you. Make these people defund these institutions. But more importantly, because ain't nobody coming to save us, just prepare yourself. Get informed, get stocked up. Learn how to live without power or worse. And pray the day comes where you'll never have to use it. In Jesus' name. We'll leave it right there. I love you very much. I'll see you Friday, same Cajun time, same Cajun channel, Galatians 2:20, and I am out.